Welcome everybody to a bonus dev stream. Parney's back here again. We had so much fun yesterday, and we've got about an hour and a half until our stand-up meeting. So we're gonna just jam some more games because it was too fun yesterday. We're gonna see if we can pull off Butcher again. We're gonna play with some of the new candy cards. I haven't played a ton of these new captains, so we're gonna play with them. Lady of the Lake. Let's go. What does our Lady of the Lake deck look like? We do not have Butcher in this deck. Ooh, we got Hercules and Skeletor. That's fun. Lady of the Lake is all about collecting treasures. So let's see what treasure. I think we have mostly a good treasure deck. Is there anything in here that gives us bonus treasures? Yeah, I mean, Sir Francis Drake hunts to get us a treasure. That's kind of funny. That's kind of fun. But that is a lot of... That is tough to do, so... Let's edit that again. Little bug there. Not a big deal. Mirror Mage out. Oh, Mechanical Dragon in for sure. Oh, I don't want to take Catatouille out. I don't want Catatouille in there. What did we say? We said Sir Francis Drake. Where is Sir Francis Drake? Right here. All right. Let's go, Lady of the Lake. Let's do this. Oh, I should turn my lights on. I was wondering how it's so dark. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now you can see me. Alrighty. We've got Nesting Scrubfelt, Jack in the Box. I'm also going to be eating while I'm streaming, so apologies if that bothers anybody. I would normally take Nesting Scrubfelt here. Stepsisters is hard to trigger, though. They kind of work well together, but... Yeah, whatever. Let's go Stepsisters. There we go. Another interesting one. These all kind of work together. Dragonling. But let's do this. This allows us maybe a chance to one-hit our stepsisters. Not quite, but... Ooh, Dragonling. Lancelot. We got lots of treasures here. I'm missing on stepsisters, but that's okay. I don't like the full heart damage. Don't like that. That gives us Lance a little, so we're going to do that. Take some Pan Shadow. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, I should move this here. Oh, we had it. Why did I do that? That was so dumb. That was my own fault. That was my own fault. Sorry about that. That was my fault. Put this here. Put this here. Reroll that. All right, I'll take a treasure. Twin Shot, Sailor Spinach, Lesser Mimic. I do think we're going to replace some of these characters soon. But let's just take the stats. We should win this one, I think. That wasn't a great hit, but... No, actually not, because that hit. That was tough. Ruh-roh, we're down to one heart. We need to stabilize. This is not a card that I think is a safe way to go if we're looking for treasures. We only need one more treasure to get our legendary. Our turn 5 legendary would have been nice. Any chance we can get 3 villains this turn? Probably not. I mean, let's take it just for a long shot. It's probably not going to happen, but maybe we'll get really lucky. We did it! Who saw that coming? I know I didn't. When you lose a fight, destroy me and get 2 common treasures. That's bold, because if we lose a fight, we have to do half our damage. But let's go for it anyway. There's a nice legendary. Treasures you find become candy. Sure. Don't mind if I do. Blackjack gets us treasures. Jaws does too. Let's do Blackjack, though. I'm going to try to keep this stepmother around for one more turn. Fairy Dragon's pretty good. Probably better than Jill Sunshine. Let's go with that. Now we just really need to survive. We can't run into any just like broken board, though. Boom. Got a treasure. Another treasure. These are also sweet. Kind of interesting. This one does not work, although it Doesn't work when it's sweet, although Magic Acorn is pretty good with Fairy Dragon. This is decent stats. This will carry over, so it'll be whatever the next thing it is. This is a second sweet copy of it. Yeah, let's just do that. I think we're gonna be bold there. Cycle Ahab or get 1 tick on Evil Stepmother. We'll do this. That's actually range too, so we're gonna put that there. Here's another villain. This is tough because where do we put this? I mean, we obviously want to replace Stepmother with it, but we're not there yet. So we'll have to do this. Not great, but I love that animation. I love that Poison Apple VFX. It's so cool. Good, good, good. We can hit Shipshape right away, so that's fun. Although we're in a similar situation here. If we want the Shipshape treasure, then we need to drop something here. I just hate dropping Stepmother when we're 1 tick away from it, is all. Let's go over Mousetrap. Maybe we'll find a silver Mousetrap and we'll get it back. That's amazing. I mean, that's also pretty good. Get 3 treasures every treasure select. This is amazing, though, and it's sweet. Now we got to sweeten our candy and get some common treasures. This can go nuts. 2 copies of Sweet Trash Can. Now sweetening our candy is really powerful. Getting common treasures is super powerful. I almost want... I mean, is it right to just take this? This gives massive buffs to our board. I think we do. I think we just go sweeten candy as much as we can. Like, that's crazy. That just increases... It increases all of our treasures, so it gives us a double boost to all of our characters, but then it also buffs the buff. That's going to go nuts if we can survive. Sweetening our candy just became, like, the most important thing to do. It scales exponentially. So even if it looks bad at first, like that was just cast +1/+1, like, it's exponential scaling to our entire board. Breadcrumbs isn't bad, although that's really strong, too. With our trash cans, we want things. It's so good. Of course, this shop just doesn't have anything. So, put this here, put this here, put this here. Again, doesn't do anything. I'll keep the blackjack there. It's frustrating. Jabberwocky's pretty good. I might take Long John though. Get some silvers across the board here. We kind of whiffed on those shops a little bit. We didn't find anything to really buff this, but characters in your shop have 23-21? Sure. Look how nuts this is going to go now. We'll just bank that. Give us candy. Nope. Bank that. Give us candy. Nope. But we can make something gold, which is nice. Mr. Fox is also not bad. Yeah, Jax, no butcher in this game, but we'll get there. This is an interesting decision, though. We have crazy trash can going. So we have 2 sweet trash cans, so we're looking to sweeten our candy. This seems worse than Kraken, but actually, if this was able to hunt and get just, like, steal a random, even just, like, a common treasure because of the sweetness buffs, this could be really, really good. So I'm going to put that there. Come on, give us some sweetness. Give us some sweetness. Angelica could be really good on this board, too. All right, dip of chocolate. There we go. That buffs our candy, which means our treasures now give 11/11, and now the next common treasure we find improves by +3/+3, and then we have 2 of those. So it's treasures give +22/+22, and then whenever we find a common treasure, that increases by +6/+6, and every time we sweeten our candy, that increases. We just have crazy, crazy scaling. There we go. Sweet fairy pancakes. Yeah, not affected by the boost, but that's okay. We're just going to crush from now on. I mean, none of this is that great. Let's go treasure hoard on the goodie bag. Come on, where are my candy spells? I mean, Sir Francis Drake will hunt and get a treasure. That's pretty good. We probably don't even need the goodie bag. I think we're strong enough where we don't even need it. Hunt, treasure. Wand of Shielding every time we cast a spell. What's that? Every time we cast a spell, give all of our characters 42/43. Not bad. Not bad. Worn Shield. Give 42/46 to the first character we recruit. Oh, we didn't even get to go off. Oh, who designed this game that way? Who is the one who decided that runs should be short? We just had this build going. Sunflare Gliders is going to be nice for this deck, too. All my treasures are candy. I don't know why this one isn't. It is. It should be. Oh, I guess it's... No, it should be. I don't know why it's not. It's interesting. Maybe that's a bug. I'm not sure why. We unlocked Sunflare Glider for Lady of the Lake, which is going to be great. And Mecha Man from the Victory Loot, because our opponent had Mecha Man on their board. So, cool stuff. Yeah, and just in case that wasn't clear, I know it's a little bit confusing, but this is a set 2 captain. It's a Candylar captain. So our end of game rewards are always going to be for set 2 until I master set 2. But the Victory Loot doesn't care about what set it came from. So the Sunflare Glider is the Candylar card that I got for the Candylar captain. And then because my opponent had Mecha Man on the board, that's why we got Mecha Man. So it helps you kind of collect from both sets in a nice way. So yeah, that was pretty fun. We'll play again. We'll see if we can get a Butcher. I am going to take a very, very short break, though. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Actually, we'll just do this. All right, we're back. Yeah, Dr. J. So actually, it's interesting you bring that up. That is actually an intentional decision. I could talk for hours and hours on the theory about why we do it that way. But the short version is basically in games like this, where you do have longer games and you do have an infinite mode, you sort of naturally get the sense of completion, the sense of I'm finished playing, I've done the thing. I've done the dragon thing. I went for 47 turns. I don't want to do the dragon thing anymore. And it leaves you with the sense of like, yeah, I don't need to play dragons anymore. And that's not really a good feeling of like, I don't want to play the game anymore that we want to do. So we sort of intentionally try, not in like a tricky way. It's just more fun to leave you sort of at the end of the game. We want to play more. Like, oh, I did something cool. Let me see if next time I can do something even cooler. I want to get things even faster so I can go off more. In our research and our experience, it's kind of shown that like leaving you wanting a little bit more and try to do something, try to get it even more broken the next time is a really good way to end a game. Whereas I went 47 turns, I did my thing, and then like I basically went infinite and I could never lose, makes you more just like, okay, well, I'll close the app. Like I did the thing. And that's not really how we want to leave you. So that's the shortened version. Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, but... do we have the Butcher on Goatee? And yes, Jax, you know, you're right. Yuck Stream is amazing, and everybody should check out Yuck Stream, but Yuck doesn't play the Butcher like I do. So, at the end of the day, you're just going to have to choose if you want to watch some Butcher games. It's a good place to do it. Although we didn't get Butcher. I don't think we have Butcher in any of these captains, so we'll have to see. All right, let's try to do this, though. Princess Animal, I know with the nerfed Princess Animal. Let's see if we can top 3, get a victory with the nerfed Princess Animal, do some candy things. No animals in shop 1. So let's go Thorn. I mean, come on. Yuck's gotta live a little. No animals on shop 2 either. Interesting. So that's going to be a bad start if we get no animals in the first 2 turns of the game. So I get the cards on our bonus board. Yeah. So basically, anytime you finish in the top 3, new captains, old captains, it doesn't matter. Anytime you finish in the top 3, if you get a victory, finish top 3, you get every card that was on your opponent's side of the board, if you haven't unlocked it already. So, you know, Princess Animal, let's say I don't have the Butcher for Princess Animal. So if I finish top 3 and my final opponent had the Butcher on the board, I would get the Butcher for Princess Animal, regardless of what set it's from or where my collection's at. Yeah, I mean, we could take Egg here, but if we take Egg here, we're going to get absolutely smashed, but why? I mean, why not? If we're not taking risks, what are we doing here? But I can tell you right now, this is not going to be a very good run. we didn't really get what we needed. I mean, we could Ugly Duckling. Let's just go here. Let's just get an early treasure, see what we can do. Oof. I guess Acorn's okay if we can get some supporters. Yeah, exactly. Catatouille or Baby Bear. These are both quite good for what we're trying to do here. I think it's Baby Bear. I think Baby Bear is too important on Animal to get, because we need that silver Baby Bear as quickly as we can to start getting it buffed up with candy and everything. Yeah, we're just going to be too far behind. All right, so that's pretty good. Peter Pan is pretty good. Pan Shadow also pretty good, but we need the silver Baby Bear. Obviously, that's part of the nerf, but let's get our buffs going here. So we need this over here. We need this over here. Let's put this here. That'll give us all of our slot. Oh, no, this is not animal. Shoot. I guess there was no way I could have done it because I only had 1 animal, so that was my mistake. What can we do to stabilize? All right, get a good egg hit. Come on. Not a terrible egg hit. What helps us in the short term? After you lose 2 fights. Nope, too late for that. We already lost 2 fights. All right, there's the silver Baby Bear. That's a good start. That's like the first thing we needed. So interestingly, the gold Baby Bear, like, it doesn't like change a lot here. Like, it's good, but it doesn't actually change. Like, we're already getting the candy buffs on this. We'll just do this, because that actually makes this, so that gives our candy, which Baby Bear is a candy now, so it's +2, +3, so that already buffs that. Doesn't actually change too much. We need that slot buff, so we're going to put that there. This also gets the Fae buffs now. Yeah, let's get Sarmina here. It's a little awkward. This mousetrap is a little awkward because we want to put it here, but we need to get this here. We'll take another cinnamon roll because that buffs Baby Bear. Baby Bear is now giving +3, +4. This is a 10-9. This is a 9-6. I mean, this is better, though. Do this. Put this here. Yeah, a little awkward on our board setup, but we still got the attack. That's okay. Good. All right. We're still going to win this. That's nice. All right. That was huge. I don't think we want Duckling. But I don't think we want anything else either. So maybe it is just Duckling for the slot buffs. Now we can move this here. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. What's our slot buff going to be? +3, +4. Probably do this for the Sarmina. I mean, that's just better than Duckling anyway. Put this here, put this here. That's going to get a decent boost. Sarmina has Hunt +7/+7 now because she's all types. All right. I think it's going to be too little too late, but what can we do? Okay, so Concentrate's pretty good here. So Concentrate says sweeten your candy twice. So that's going to make Katamari become 6/6 on attack and then another 9/9 on Hunt. Plus it's going to get +5, +8. So, like, those buffs do add up quite a bit once you start getting them. I mean, Pisces, sure, kind of the same thing. It's like 8/9 on the slot buff, 9/9 on the attack, 12/12 on the Hunt. Like, that's not nothing. The real question is just, is it too late? Okay. It worked that time, and we triggered Sarmina's quest, so that's pretty good. All right, there's our trash can. Okay. Okay, Papa Bear. We need to silver this, obviously, to get the big boost, but that's a start. Okay. Great. That's fantastic. Now every slot buff, so every fight, all of our animal slots get plus 12, plus 12, plus 20, plus 21. It's probably almost, we probably almost want to get rid of this, because, like, as good as this is, a plus 20 slot buff every turn is pretty strong. So I think we just want to put this here. So now this is getting 20 from slot buffs, 10 plus from attacks, and then 12 on hunts. Is this what we want to hunt? Probably. Goldilocks will be an amazing find. Zarmina actually works pretty well as Candy. These hunts are pretty strong. Okay, there we go. Mama Bear. Is that better than O Fudge? Probably. Just getting another slot buffer. Now, oh yeah, there's Goldilocks. So interestingly, because Mama Bear is still bronze and doesn't get the all types buff, I might want to replace it for the time being. And then if we get the silver Mama Bear, then we can look at replacing something else. But for right now, it's not that impactful. So I think I'm going to Goldilocks. And then do we care which slot has the slot buffs? Not really. I'm guessing it's this. It's either here or maybe here. We want Zarmina to be here. So it's either here for Boon Willow or it's here for, like, Phil. Probably here for Phil. There you go. See, Goldilocks instantly up to a 150. There we go. All right. These are both pretty good because they're going to trigger off of silver and gold animals, but they're not quite there yet. So I think we're just going to bank them. All right, I will slam. These are both pretty good, especially with this, but I'm going to slam a cinnamon roll here. It's just too impactful for increasing our candy, which increases all of these buffs. So too impactful, and it's free. All right, we'll go Papa Bear Golden. Ooh. Woo. Okay. Okay. Whenever you buff a slot, give it +9/+9. It's pretty good. We'll get that Mama Bear back. That's pretty good. I mean, Loki Scepter is also pretty good because these are all going to be mages, but not as good as Reinforced Hull. So now that's going to give +9/+9. So everything is at 26. 26 plus 18. So everything's at like a 40/40 slot buff at the start of the battle. And then Goldilocks picks all those up. Like, see, Goldilocks just went up to a 450. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. It's got to be one of the animals. I don't think we play them on board, but we can take this here. Okay. Definitely don't want through the looking glass. Oh, that's pretty decent. Although it doesn't actually affect our board very much, which is funny because these actually don't need to be silver. But do we know if the 3 Candylar champions in the shop will be on the battle pass next month? No. So the way that it works is the things in the shop don't ever go to the battle pass. Basically, what it means is that they'll be in the shop available for sale. And then in 2 months, they'll be free for everybody. So it's October now. So in December, all of those cards will be just free in everybody's account. The things that are in the shop right now, as well as what's on the Battle Pass right now. And then what's on the Battle Pass right now will go to the store. So I think it's We Are Blorg and Sweet Tooth, I think, right now. Those will go to the store next month, so you can buy those with gems. And then those will also be free in December. And then there'll be new captains in the Battle Pass next month. Dudes, we're in top 2. We might win this. I will say, I did not expect how this started to be able to win this, given how poorly we started this, but I think we did a good job of playing around our strategy and figuring out exactly what we needed to do. Like, really, we played around that baby bear. I think it was a huge turn to not take the golden baby bear to get the other silver animals pumped up. And then to get the candy things going, which helped increase the slot buffs. And then, of course, finding Hull was amazing. But we kind of predicted exactly what was going to happen, and it played out, which is pretty nice. We could take Shipshape Inspector here, but I actually don't think putting a random thing on our board just to get a random rare treasure actually is good for us. 700 slot buffs in this slot. We get like a double or something. Okay, so we didn't do anything. But that's okay. This should be it. This is the finals. This is the last battle. I think we won it. I think we went from half a heart on what was that, turn 5? Half heart on turn 5 to first place. We'll take it. That was pretty sick. Pretty sick. All right, we got 12 cards. So from the Battle Pass, we got Pied Piper and Smug for Melody, and we got a bunch of set 2 cards for Sorceress Serena. We got Volo, one of my favorite cards from the set. That's pretty cool. And then we got Frosting Dragon for Princess Animal, which is nice. And then we also got some victory loot. We got Sunfair. So this is what I was talking about. So because our opponent on their board had set 2 cards, they had Sunfair Glider, Oracle of Fortunes, and Jaws on their set 2 board. We actually captured those off their board. Although, well, maybe my memory's dizzy. I don't remember them having these 3 cards. Maybe they did. I guess I did see Oracle of Fortunes. Maybe they did have these 3. I wasn't paying close enough attention. But Victory Loot helped us capture those cards. So we got all of those. Pretty awesome. All right, let's play again. See if we can get a Butcher game going. Do we have Butcher on Candy Pandy? We do. I do like Candyman more, but we have Butcher on Candy Pandy. So, for those of you who were not here yesterday or wanted to see another Butcher game, we're doing it. We're going to show you the best comp in Candylar. This game revolves around this card. It's a rare from Candylar, the Butcher. The quest, have 5 rare characters on your board. So you're trying to get your entire board having rare characters, which is the blue gem, of course. And then it has Treasure Find Butcher's Cleaver, which says all your characters have +20/+20, bronze characters, and then silvers get another +40/+40, so essentially +60/+60, and then golds have another +40/+40, so essentially +100/+100, which kind of gets nuts. Now, it's hard to pull off because you have to get exactly this card, but so what you're trying to do basically is get early rares, keep them on your board, stabilize, survive, and then find the Butcher, and then once you can pull off that combo, you basically just go to town on this card. So it's a little bit tough. Now, Candy Pandy is the first treasure of each rarity becomes candy. We're not exactly going to play that. Like, that doesn't work super well with Butcher, but this should help us stabilize a little bit if we can get some early treasures, get us time to find the Butcher. So the early turns matter because you do want to try to plan for this to happen. None of these are great for that. It's either Pix or Slappy for survival, but we'll take Pix. Okay, we do want Lance a little. Scrubfelt helps trigger Lance a little, but we'll take this. Not a great start, but hopefully we don't get beat too bad. Okay. None of these are great. Let's take Jack in the Box. We'll take Puss in Boots here, and we'll put Puss in Boots in slot 1 to try to get a slot buff to help buff Lance a little's attack when we need to. Okay, we survived. Sour Patch Kid is pretty decent. Although Rage Mage is pretty nice if we can get, like, you put this here, cast Presence of Gaia, and then you just instantly get its 8, which is kind of nice. Maybe that's worth it. Oh, so this is interesting. If we do this, Silvery Moon would turn Lance Little up to a 4, and then it would give it a slot buff up to a 6, which is not quite enough. Or we just take Navi, because we're going to need those hearts later. It's tough. We're going to go Silvery Moon here. It's probably not the best plan, but it gets us close. Now we just need any buff attack here. Just getting a sweet Lance is just so strong. Okay. So I think we have 2 options here. We can Nesting Scrubfowl, which gets this high enough. Or we can just Gumdrop, which gets our candy sweetened, which is going to work with the Lance, because the Lance we're going to get is going to be a sweet Lance, which means we can already give it all of our slots +2/+1 instead of just that. So I'm actually going to do that. Get our candy sweetening going. Then maybe we'll just do it again. We're probably going to lose this fight because of that and take some damage, but after that, we're going to have a sweet little Lance, and we're going to start replacing our board anyway. So we should be able to catch up after we get that. But we are definitely sacrificing this turn for sure. Okay. Sweet little Lance. Every fight, give all your slots +3/+2. That's really strong. Now we need to stabilize. So let's play this over the Jack in the Box. Let's Cinnamon Roll. That is amazing. Boom. Now all of our slots get +4/+3. All right, let's concentrate. Now all of our slots get +6/+5. So it's turn 5, and all of our slots are getting +6/+5. That's pretty nice. That's a good start. So we took some plays there that may look like, why did you do that? You lost a full heart when you could have stabilized. Yeah, we could have, but we were planning for this turn. We're a little late on the Butcher. We have no rares, and we haven't seen the Butcher yet, which is a little frustrating. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. I like to re-roll when I get to the rare shop, because the most important thing is you're trying to find the combo card. You're trying to find the Butcher. So if I have a shop here that has, even though it has rares, which I need, if it doesn't have the Butcher in it and I get a free reroll, I'm going to reroll this just for the off chance that it rolls me into a Butcher. It didn't. Got me a Volo instead. That's fine. Volo is fantastic. None of these have quests. We could take the Navi to start trying to get our heart back. We could also just take Nameless one. Do we have any villains? We do. We could also pick a Peck of Peppers on Rage Mage to try to find a villain, which Butcher is a villain. I think that's worse than taking a rare, though. So I think we're going to do this. Volo says when you recruit a quest character, give a random trait of their rarity, which includes their bronze, silver, and gold copies. So you get a lot of value there. We'll take elves. It gets harder now. We kind of missed our opportunity to do this now that we're on an epic shop. So we're probably not going to see Butcher here, but sweeten our candy. Now our little lance is giving all of our slots +7/+6. I mean, honestly, this game we might just roll this game on the back of nothing but lance plus candy pandy. All right, there's a fill. We'll play silver the picks. Now that we have 4 rares, getting a 5th one doesn't matter because you need the Butcher's the 5th one anyway. So it's probably Ironcast Dragon or the spell doesn't do anything. I think it's just Ironcast Dragon. And then we can start firing spells off. Normally you don't want to cast a lot of spells on Butcher, but alright, well this person's incredible. Dr. Strangelove has a Nanny McFay, so they must have gotten a free legendary off of this and then TLK'd it. That is a really strong board. They're way ahead of us. Cycle again. We don't want to TLK that. Cycle again. Come on, give us Butcher. We might be able to... There you go. Okay, so here we go. It might be too late, but here we go. So we have 4 rares on board. Here's Butcher. Butcher's going to be our 5th. Okay. Butcher's Cleaver. Sweet Butcher's Cleaver, actually, which is even nicer, but doesn't really matter that much. The stats are so high. Epic and legendary characters no longer show up in your shop. Bronze characters in your shop get +29/+29. Silver characters get +49/+49. So right off the bat, instantly, Volo is now a 52/52. Pretty good. And this just keeps going up from there. Trash can full of strawberries. Fantastic. Even better with Butcher's Cleaver, because Butcher's Cleaver means we can't get epics and legendaries, which means we're more likely to find commons, which means we're more likely to get common treasures. We want to take characters to try to get more stat buffs. More characters means more treasures. So they all kind of work together. Now, we only have 1 heart, and we know that other opponent has really big stats. So it's going to be tough. Might be too little too late at this point, but we did get our combo assembled a little late. So 61. Let's put this over Butcher. Once you get Butcher's Cleaver, you don't need it anymore, which is kind of nice. Put this here. We don't have any silvers, and we don't have a way to get more shops, so... Okay. I mean, we got some stats, but it's going to be too small. It's just going to be just a hair too late. If we had gotten that, like... If we had gotten it turn 6 instead of turn 9, I think we could have taken over, but this opponent just has nutso stuff going on, so we're going to fall just short. Just like a turn or two too late, I think we could have had it. But, victory anyway. Top 3. We unlocked Jumping Jelly Beans, and we got the Blue Fairy from our opponent, which is nice. This card is very good. All right, we gotta run that back. We gotta get another Butcher game on that. That wasn't the best showing there. I don't think we have Butcher on this card. No, we don't. Let's re-roll that. Butcher on thing? No. Candyman? All right. No Butcher on these, so let's go Candyman. What's our Candyman deck look like? Hunt my slot. Lollipop Fairy. Oh, we gotta put Sour Patch Kid in this deck. That's for sure. This deck looks pretty good, but... Let's get rid of... No, I like Candy Cane Crook. Let's get rid of Lollipop Fairy, maybe? Can also get rid of Gummy Worm. We don't necessarily need Gummy Worm. Alright. Candyman says your characters have +1, but it's a candy captain, so it can be sweetened. So whenever we sweeten our candy, it's basically +1/+1 to our entire board. So we want to. This captain's basically a hyper sweeten your candy type captain. All right, we'll take Gingerbread Witch. One cool thing about Gingerbread Witch is because it's when you replace me, you can do that multiple times. So what you actually want to do is you kind of want to pass up on the silver Gingerbread Witch because that kind of, for lack of a better term, eats your buff. So you really want to replace it when it's bronze, then pull the silver to your board, then replace the silver because you'll be able to basically get 2 bites at the apple there. No pun intended, but... So here is a perfect example. Normally you just, I'm just going to slam the silver, free shop. You want to do that here because you miss a chance to sweeten your candy. So we're actually going to pass up on that. We could turn to egg. This isn't the worst egg for that. And then you'll see we'll replace Gingerbread Witch, and then if we get the silver back again, we'll be able to do it again. I'm never passing up a PSL, so always going to take that. Egg. Okay, we'll take... I would consider Gumdrop, but not here. We'll take Navi over that. Okay, so we just sweetened our candy from that, which is nice, which gave +1/+1 to our whole board. Now our whole board has +2/+2, which is nice. And then if we get a Gingerbread Witch back, we can pull it back to the board, the silver, and then we can replace it again. And the silver is even better because of the bonus shop that you can get a bonus shop to replace it immediately, which is awesome. I'll take this. Nothing fantastic here. I guess Ugly Duckling could maybe have some upside. There you go. So we'll pull this over here. Now we get another one, and we'll replace it. Now we just sweetened our candy again. Kind of free with the silver. Now our characters have +3/+3. Put that there. They'll buy us another turn for Mysterious Egg. Ooh, that was a good laser shark to hit there. Only cracked a heart. That's okay. Cracking a heart, not too bad. Get something good. Papa Bear. All right. I don't think we're going to go heavy animals here, but Papa Bear is good. Cherry Topples. Cinnamon Roll is amazing. Sweeten our candy. Buff our whole team by +1/+1. Get a free shop. I almost wonder if it's... this. It's not amazing on Candy Cane Crook. I wish it was more guaranteed candy. We could cast it on this, but we don't really want to keep Cherry Topples. Let's make a candy shop. This is the Cinnamon Roll. I think you just take the Cinnamon Roll when you have it. I mean, I'd be happy with either of these. But I think you just take the Cinnamon Roll. Free sweetening your candy is just too good. Alright. This is pretty good. So Cool Whip says when you sweeten your candy, sweeten it extra time. So you basically get double sweetness. But it has to be on your board to do it. So we'll put this here. Didn't get the hunt. That's not a big deal. Still one. Healed our heart, which is great. All right, so Gumdrop. Give a character +6/+6, then sweeten your candy. But because of Cool Whip, we sweeten it twice, which gives our entire board +2/+2. So this spell basically becomes give a character +6/+6, give your entire board +2/+2, and then improve all your future buffs, which is a lot stronger than it looks for just an innocuous little spell. So boom, make this bigger. Sweeten our candy. Goes up to 7. And now we have the gold Gingerbread Witch. And the gold one is sweetened it twice, which is even sweetened at this. So we're going to go nuts here. So drag this down here. We'll get a treasure from it. These treasures aren't great, but that's fine. And now when we replace Gingerbread Witch, we're going to sweeten it twice, plus the Cool Whip. So this one card, how many times did we sweeten our candy just from this one card alone? We did the bronze, then we did the silver, and then we're going to do 3 or 4 from the replacement. I think it's just 3. I think this counts as 1 sweetening, and this doesn't an extra time. So this would be 3 sweetens. So I think it's going to go to 12. Theoretically, maybe it goes to 13, but I think it would just go to 12. It would be my guess. Oh, it did go to 13. Sweet. So that counted as 2 instances. That's even better for us. Fantastic. This is an interesting call. So Keeb is really, really good. This is a really good payoff for candy, but so is a double meat in a bakery. Get a random character, give it +14. Do that twice is really, really good. Also, do you love this? Do you love this card? You get it. It's meat in a tavern, but it's candy. Love it. I'm actually going to take Keeb here because the chances that I get another Keeb if I pass this one are kind of low. The chances that I get another You Meet in a Bakery are pretty high. So I'm going to take the Keeb when we can. I'm actually going to get rid of the Papa Bear. We're not really going animals. And we're just going to go right here. And Keeb sweetens your candy too. It's one of the only characters that actually does the sweetening on its own, which is nice. And then with Cool Whip, it sweetens it twice. Our candy's already up to 17. Cherry Topples, give us a free candy spell. Give a slot plus 18, sweeten your candy. Let's do that twice. And then it sweetens twice because of the Cool Whip. So this is going to sweeten 4 times. It's going to go up to 21 sweetness. Love to see it. Okay, Caramel, make a random character candy. Well, that actually doesn't do anything here. These are already candy and two-headed. I guess, you know what? You know what? I always forget about the second ability. Two-Headed Wizard is all about getting the double spell, but you know what? He has more text. Two-Headed Wizard says, whenever you cast a spell, I get +2/+2. Well, if we turn Two-Headed Wizard Candy, whenever we cast a spell, he gets +23 every time we cast a spell? Yeah. Let's do that. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Guess we're casting spells the rest of this game. Crushed. Alright, we got this going now. This shop kind of is not really what we're doing. I don't think it's... You could... I mean, we could put an Oberon here. Like, Caramel's not doing anything right now. We could do an Angelica. Give more stats. I don't know which you'd want more. Probably Oberon we would want more. Sugar and Spice. The next character you recruit gets 28, then sweeten your candy. Don't mind if I do. Buff up my Two-Headed Wizard. I guess the first one I could have cast the spell too and just buffed the wizard, but... Our candy is up to 33. How about this? Ice Cream Party. Give a character and all the characters that share a type with it +34. So we cast it on any of our candy and we give all 4 of these +34. Plus we give Two-Headed Wizard 35 for casting it. Alright. Give a slot +2/+2. But also give Two-Headed Wizard +40. Sure. Why not? I mean, it's no Hercules stats. It's no Fey Tinkerer stats, but still feels pretty good. Give a character 38, sweeten your candy. Sure. Let's do that. Ooh, Knight of the Holy Cane. Sweeten your candy to 10. Did we pull that off? Yeah. I think we did. I think we did. Reinforced Hole when you buff a slot. This buffs a slot? No, it doesn't. This buffs a slot. But do we just want Boots of Magic Find? Do we want an extra 8/8 on the stats? An extra 8... I mean, talk about too much of a good thing. An extra 8/8 on one slot buff doesn't seem like amazing. So, let's do this. Sweeten your candy 4 times? Sure. This might be my record for highest candy counter. I've hit 40 before. I don't know if I've hit 50 before. 43. Pretty good. All right, Candyman. We got 6 cards from the Battle Pass. Little Genie got these 2. Sweet Tooth, Huntsman, Caramel, Barbosa, Netherbinder. Nice. Dastardly Spirit. Beanstalk. Do you have Butcher? No Butcher on the Beanstalk. Yes, Butcher on the Beanstalk. Oh, we unlocked it. Yeah, we unlocked it yesterday. I forgot. All right. Let's build a Butcher deck. Butcher. Mechanical Dragon. Mr. Fox. We'll see if we have to play Candy. If we have to play Candy, we'll put it in, but we might not have to. Gulliver, sure. Lancelot, yes. Miseria, yes. We still need 6 more cards. Wormscale Tinker, Scalator, Oracle of Fortunes. Daedalus. Giving Tree. And Rat King. So these legendaries, we're hoping we don't have to play these legendaries, but I guess that's for like, if we miss on Butcher, we still have a good legendary plan afterwards. And Beanstalk says, when you buff one or more slots, also buff your shot by +1/+1. No slot buffs. Let's go Rose. Let's go Rose again. Turn 1 egg. So, turn 1 egg is one of the things I was talking about, where it's actually, normally you want to wait till turn 2 because you want an epic on turn 5. But when you're playing Butcher, you don't want an epic on turn 5. You want to get an extra rare. So you're going to take this on turn 1 because you wanted this to turn into a rare. So that you have a... This basically acts as a free rare for us. So it's a +1 rare. We're going to lose this fight. That's funny. It's +1 rare for what we're trying to do here. We'll go picks. I actually don't have a way to buff this Mysterious Egg. That's kind of funny. Go here. Slot buff works well there. Should do this. We're going to lose a whole heart on turn 2, though. That's not great. That's not great. We'll take that Miseria. All right, there's our Silver Egg. Do we want Golden Rose? Actually, I want Ugly Duckling, actually, because this is another free rare. It's another bite at the apple. So this will give us +1 rare. This will give us +1 rare if we can flip it. So as weird as that sounds, we actually want that to try to get another free rare, which could even be the Butcher. It could even be a boat. There you go. Free rare. Sugar Plum Fairy, that's fine. It's just a rare on the board. It'll help us go off on turn 5. If we can find it. I'm going to lose. Hold. PSL. Hold. So see, we already have 2 rares on board on turn 4, which is nice. Scrub Fowl gives us a slot buff and buffs our shop. This also buffs our shop. So they actually kind of do the same thing. Similar things. Let's go here. Okay, I think we want Lance. How much do we care about getting Lance? We can get Lance right now, or we can get Navi going to try to save us and give us an extra heart. Excuse me. Yeah, let's get Lance. Okay, I'll take the tie. Alright, turn 5. Get Lance. Give us Butcher. Reroll for Butcher. Reroll for Butcher. I mean, if we're going all in, we got to go all in, so get as many chances as we can to find it. Again, right? If we're going all in, we might as well keep going. This is nice. Hopefully we get that back at some point, but Boonwilla gives us another roll at the shop. It also buffs our... It's another slot buff, which buffs our Beanstalk. I don't know which of these is better right now. Let's go with Mr. Fox. Okay, we got 4 rares. So now we're just on the hunt for 1 card. Alright, reroll. We definitely don't want to take Gulliver. Your next shop is all commons. For sure don't want to take that. Fill. Okay, we didn't get it, but we'll take a gold Shoemaker's Elves. Buff our shop. Get 3 rare treasures. Okay, get an additional 3 of the next treasure discovers. Do we want 3 copies of this? When you summon a character, give it slot +5. We don't have a lot of summons, but giving Phil +15/+15 every time he summons is pretty strong. I actually do think we want double of both of these. That makes this Phil pretty darn good, honestly. Although he's not going to do it this time, but that's okay. Alright, reroll for Butcher. Reroll for Butcher. We don't have any uncommons. If we had an uncommon, I would slam that TLK on it, but we don't. Are any of these making our board? No. Cheshire Cat's not terrible here. Like it boosts Phil and Fox, but Fox is probably dying before it. Mousetrap competes with Phil in a weird way. I don't want that. I mean, we could go Daisy and put Phil in the back. I mean, that's not crazy. What if we did... What is this doing? I was on recruit. What if we did this? This. 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 The problem is also like you need room for the fill too. Yeah, I don't love that, but this does allow you to take Mousetrap here. It's kind of fancy, but just imagine if we got the trash can full of strawberries with this flock of mimics. Oh, Beanie Baby was the treasure we stole? That's kind of funny. Try this. Yeah. I didn't think that Mixo was going to hit, but we did it for fun. Ooh, stole a little lance. Hey, there's our fill. And it gave the slot +6/+6. Why did I think this was higher? Am I crazy? Did I think this was higher before? I must have misread. I thought that was more. Okay, that's pretty good for us. That's pretty strong. What does that hit? That hits Little Lance, Constellation Prize, Santa's Cookies. That's pretty strong. We still have 2 hearts. We're in pretty good shape. I feel bad not doing anything, but... Nothing here I want. Mr. Fox, snipe that barrel of monkeys. Ha ha! Got him. Take that, monkeys. Got him. Gold Fairy Dragon. We're going to try to get this a little bit longer. Your recruit abilities are also farewell abilities. Yeah. Buff the 2 smallest characters. I would probably take this one in a vacuum, but this actually doesn't do anything. I mean, this would be kind of cool if we got like a 2-headed wizard, I guess. We don't really have a board for that yet. None of these have recruit. I don't think that farewell is better than this farewell. Let's bank the Tin Man. Hopefully we get that back at some point. What are these up to now? +4, +3. 6/6. Nice. Epic Treasure? Normally I would just Lost in the Woods here, but I think Epic Treasure is actually pretty good. We don't have any golden characters. When you hunt, give your characters +3. Yeah. Yeah. We have 2 hunters in the front. We could do the cute thing with putting Navi here with our mushroom ring, but it doesn't actually work with the golden text. It's just this part, this first part, repair a cracked heart. So I think it's more cute than actually good. We could take it, though. I think it's either take this or take a random common treasure that will get buffed up by worm scale, but we'll just take that. The only problem with our build right now is, like, we haven't really improved it at all. We now have triple mushroom ring in case we get a 2-headed wizard. We're We're not really doing anything broken. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the next 2 times I cast a spell. Yeah? Yeah? That's really strong. Whenever you get a common treasure, get an epic treasure as well. I like that. Your back row slots get bigger. I don't think I want to double this. This is pretty strong. This is pretty strong. Let's do this. This golden 2-headed wizard, though, that's about to do some really cool stuff. That's about to do some cool stuff. If we can find any decent spells. Poison apple. Do we have any villains? No. Yeah, let's do this. We have time. Okay, so 2-headed wizard. Boom, 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 boom. Triple mushroom ring with 2-headed wizard should mean that we get to double a bunch of spells. I don't know exactly how those are going to stack. There you go. Times 5 on the next spell. That's pretty good. Rare. Whenever I get a common treasure, get 2 epics. Sure. Don't want shrink tea. That definitely don't want 5 shrink teas. That's for sure. This is pretty good. So this is 5 common treasures. Every time we get a common treasure, we get 2 epic treasures. So this is 5 common treasures and 10 epic treasures. It's pretty good. Although, can you imagine buffing this up until you get like plus 10 and then you find double? Okay. Sure. Lucky chest. Boots of magic find. Loki scepter. Your 4th treasure you collect. Also get an uncommon. Scrolls. Wand. Pancakes. Rainbow bridge. Ooh, Lich King's heart? Sure. Potion of treasure finding. Although we're not going to hit any quests, so that was probably stupid, but... That's going to hit the golden 2-headed wizard again, which is going to get 5 times the next spell we cast again. Let's get a nice spell. Meet in a tavern? 11 legendaries? 11 legendaries? I mean, it's the finals. Should we just do it for fun? I mean, our board is so good, though. Or do we just wait and try to hit like a double-double? I mean, 11 legendaries is pretty fun, but I don't know. It's just a bunch of shops, though. It's not super exciting or anything. This one? Give a character plus 160 or just cycle this? Let's just cycle this. Try to go. Come on, give us a good double-double. Double-double. Oh, this is amazing! We're not going to see it, though. Okay. Double the attack and health of the next character you recruit. We're not going to see it because we're out of shops. But we can do the math. What would this be? Let's say that it's this. Let's say that it's this Goldilocks. Goldilocks is at a 200. So we're going to double it. Times 2. And then we're going to do that 11 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the Goldilocks in the next shop would be 409,600. Ah, too bad. We can get the victory in our heads of what that would look like. I will say I've never cast 11 copies of Over the Rainbow before. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Trash Can. Alright, I think we got time for one more. Lady of the Lake. Alright. We got one more try. We got one more try with Candy Pandy to try to get a butcher game going. We haven't had the best luck trying to find it so far. I think we've only pulled it off once on stream. Survive, survive, survive. Too late for you, Mysterious Egg. +1/+1 isn't going to help this. This will. Give us our lance. And we don't even lose? Oh, oh. Too good. Sweet little lance. So sweet. This is another way to get a free rare. Try to buff up your rare a little bit. We can try to do something cute here. We can try to take Little Red, and then if Karma Chameleon hits, we get an uncommon treasure. No! Wrong one! Wrong one! Let's reroll for Butcher. Let's reroll for Butcher. Although Cherry Topples gives you a spell, which could always be Cinnamon Roll. Nameless one. Mama Bear. Oof. That was a bad hit. Alright, alright, alright. Not great. We haven't sweetened at all. We have no sweetness yet. Blackbeard's Parrot. Reroll for Butcher. We'll take this, I guess. We should have replaced the Little Red with that. Let's just go stats so we don't die. That goodie bag's gonna be a problem. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. We're running out of hearts, and we missed our chance. All right, Blackbeard's right here. I don't know about this game. Maybe we need to revert back to sweetening the lance. That worked well for us last time. Down to half a heart. Oh, Volo, I love you, but I don't know if we can. Yeesh. Yeesh. Ooh, PSL, alright. Keeb. Can we get Reinforced Hull? Reinforced Hull would be really good with this board. That would save us. We need Epic Treasure for that. How good is Mousetrap here? The downside of Mousetrap is that we lose a slot buff for these three. I mean, but it could save us. With no mages. I mean, getting some candy sweetness and Reinforced Hull could give us a comeback. I think we're too far behind, but that would at least help us, like, kind of stabilize. Give us a Golden Keeb. No. Love Sunfair Glider, but this board is not a Sunfair Glider board. What's our little Landsat? +4, +3? I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have like 4 or 5 slot buffs going. All right, I'll take a tie. I'll take a tie all day. Sweeten our candy? No, let's try to get lucky and get reinforced hull. Almost had it. When one of your characters gets KO'd, give it +12, +4. Survives a fight, give it +4, +12. This isn't bad, because we have a uncommon rare and an epic. This isn't bad either, but it's kind of late. I think let's take Shield of Athena. Yeah, let's go animals with that. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Nope, we're so dead. Nope. I think everyone hit blind mice. Oh, we're so dead on that. We got a victory though. We got some cards. What do we get? Cool Whip from victory, and we got Daedalus from the victory loot. Our opponent had Daedalus on board. It's pretty cool. All right, not the best butcher showing today, but we will stay on course. Yeah, and you can always press play again. I mean, that's the best part of the game, is you can always just hit the play again button. All right, thank you, everybody. I got to run to our stand-up. We got to get to work. Got to work on this cool game, make it better. If there's anything you all want to see, let me know. We're about to get to work on it. I think we're going to focus today on talking through what we need to patch up, some quick changes that we learned from release, just a couple little things. I don't think there was any major bugs or anything, but a couple small things we want to tweak, moving some things around on the screen, changing a couple small things, but want to make sure that we get that stuff fixed up and patched as soon as we can. And then, yeah, we're working on set 3. We've already got some ideas for that, some concept art, some nice card designs. We're going to get some builds going pretty soon for set 3 so we can start play testing, so we can get that out. And then competitive play, organized play is the next major milestone, is getting tournaments set up. So lots of work to do on that front, but that's going to be an exciting day when we get organized play and monthly tournaments and qualifications and cool stuff like that. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Appreciate it. We will see you next time. Hopefully we'll get some more bonus dev streams in, but it was fun. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great one, everybody. Enjoy Candylar.